Welcome to the Black American Hebrew Unity discussion, and I'm your host, Black Sheep. Come on in, brothers and sisters. Come on in from New York all the way to the Bay. Come on in, man.
Small business owners know they've got to be prepared for anything.
What's up, man? What's up out there, man? It's your folks, man. It's your folks, man. Black Sheep, man. You hear me? Come on in. My brothers, when you come on in, man, press that subscribe, man. Press that notification bell. What is it?
Email marketing and more to drive your business forward.
It's time to make these other nations eat their word. Come on.
Man, your boy just, you know what I'm talking about? Just chopping game with you brothers and sisters from New York all the way to the Bay, man. You know what I'm talking about? And, you know what I mean? Everything they got to do with the Black Caucus, we discussed that right here. And we just chopping game, you know what I mean? Talking about the shit that we in, the shit that we going through, and how we go rise about it, what we going through, man. You know what I mean? And that support HR40 about what we supposed to have. You know what I'm talking about? So all my brothers and sisters under that bridge, smoking that TT, you know what I mean? Who down there, man, who down here at ground zero, sleeping up under bridges, man, and homeless, and some more shit, man. Just know, man, it's time, man. Support HR40, and it's all we need to do is build up our numbers on that. You know what I mean? I'm saying they saying that, you know what I mean? They saying that we don't even supposed to exist. You know what I'm saying? And we still up under the curses on it. You know what I mean? Come in, man. Press that subscribe button, man. You know what I mean? So everybody smoking that TT, you know what I mean? Smoking that TT, you shooting up that heroin. You shooting up that heroin, man. You smoking it. You are an excessive drinker. And you a Black American, you on subsidies, you getting some form of disabled benefits or help from the government. If you are Black American, please adhere to this show. It's called HR40, and if we all support it, there can be some significant changes made in the community, where we can come into the community, open up our businesses, support each other's businesses, and be able to have a significant, supporting our culture. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a culture, brothers and sisters.
You deserve to be compensated.
So, you know, I'm just calling all my brothers and sisters from New York all the way to the Bay, from the Bay all the way to New York. Man, come home to this show, man, so, man, we can start building something, man, for our future, man, for our kids, 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 kids. Kids, 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 cheering. You know what I'm talking about, man? Because the slave master, he understood and thought light years ahead than the slave. Because you got one of his descendants up in there in the White House saying that he's a descendant of a slave master, and that he don't believe dispersing reparations, dispersing the stimulus reparations. He don't believe it'd be a good idea. And Gerald Nadler, he's saying that a check won't solve a problem. Gerald Nadler saying that a check won't solve a problem. But when the pandemic hit, why would the stimulus checks solve a problem? Then, because it was affected the European economy. That's why. Okay. Well, that's why HR40 is pushed into the. It's why HR40 is pushed up into this, because black folk, we need a stimulus down here to be able to, you know, participate in the economy. You know what I mean?
So stay away from my idolatry. Look up in the sky. Can't you see the sign? This is the last.
You know what I mean? You got brothers and sisters descending and ascending. You got angels ascending and ascending up off of that Jacob's ladder, man. And that's the brothers, that's the Black Congressional Caucus. The Black Congressional Caucus that's up in the White House right now, that's trying to get all of us to adhere to, you know, the HR40 Act, and to all get on board so we can all feel, you know, that what was it called? You know, so we can all feel that that apart. You know what I mean? But the time is now, brothers and sisters, and I'm just narrating the truth as far as what us, as far as the black nation is to come into. Just like everybody else has got a chance and have got recognized and got a chance to run their economy, we have a chance to run our economy before these bombs get to dropping and before these bullets get to getting thrown back and forth. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so look up the brothers also, the Hebrew Israelite brothers that's building a building up over here. And we're gonna, you know, follow these brothers and find a way to support them also in building a temple. And that'll be another one of, you know, a part of us that's of the Black Caucus, that's, you know, spreading the word, that has somewhere to, you know, to be able to preach and teach the word, and have a place where we can come and be able to, you know what I mean, hear the word of God. And I will hope that a lot of preachers and teachers that's out about the Bible, as I see that there is, start preaching and teaching the truth about Jesus. You know what I mean? That he wasn't a white man. That he didn't have long blonde hair and blue eyes. You know what I mean? But you know, we stand a chance in the 21st century, man, as a black caucus of people, man, to come together to give some form of adherence, man, to, you know, who we are, man. We are somebody. You know what I mean? This government, we ain't asking for no handouts, but what we are asking for is what's owed in the Emancipation Proclamation order through HR40. And that's what I'm pushing on this show. And all my brown brothers and sisters, all my white brothers and sisters that wanna help me, that's not hanging on and carrying on with the racist narrative and mentalities and so on and so forth, please subscribe to the channel. You're welcome. You know, it's power to all people. Black people, white people, brown people, red people, you know, yellow people. But all power to all black people, because we are God's chosen people, that we are living under curses. You know, asking for 50 cents at the stores, brought over on boats, you know, was forced, you know, forced servitude, and still owed, you know, what our ancestors has done over here and built, you know, railroad tracks, has built landmarks over here that's still collecting money, still collecting whatever it is, and, you know, it is collecting, you know, from the work that my people did in the United States of America. And the closer and closer we get to, you know, this adherence, you know, what United States is seen, wants to do is, you know, promote some form of a nuclear, you know, defense, or some form of nuclear strike. And I don't know if that's, you know, that's just my speculation, you know, from down here at ground zero. You know, it's a lot of brothers and sisters got their blogs open, you know, and you know, and I just would like to say to you, Black Americans, that have a blog and have a channel open, start promoting HR40, man. Start promoting your culture. Start promoting ways that we can get up out of the curses in which we're living. Just as I'm promoting, you know, turning back to our Father. Since Mitch McConnell saying he don't know who to give it to, because, you know, if, you know, he figure if he's standing up and letting it be known, I'm a descendant of a Black American. I mean, I'm a descendant of a slave owner. Then a Black American should be able to step up to the plate and say who they descendants of. And that's what the government is saying. Once they can, you know, the reason why they lacking on pushing anything into, you know, anything is because they don't know who to give it to. But they have, you know, on every application, every means of communication, a nationality specification. So I'm just here in spirits and hopes that our Father don't forget, you know, about his people, you know, and help us and help us, you know, and help us to recognize what we need to do and do it. You know what I mean? And I know one thing he want us to do, and he put on my heart to do, is connect with all my brothers and sisters from New York all the way to the Bay. Let this be a channel right here, man, that you can come to and be involved in a movement where you can change the world itself. You, not just me, not just him, her, all of us. And the way that you can do that, sisters and brothers, is support HR40. Go to the reparations task force and press subscribe to our channel. Go press subscribe to our channel. Try to sit there and try to learn something on how you can support turning this tide. Our brown sisters and brothers is over here, coming over from Mexico. They able to come over here, come from that bank and open up businesses, man. Where black folk been over here for so long and ain't even able to get a community enough together to be a part of the community. You got our white brothers and sisters is able to do the same thing. Go in that bank. You see, come out with significant bank loans. And our whole society is just made up of European businesses and brown brothers and sisters businesses, Mexican businesses, and Indian businesses of people from Yemen. Don't forget the Indians, the Yemens. See? Don't forget about the Indians from India. Got their gas stations, they Chevron. Don't forget about the Yemens with the liquor stores. See what I'm saying? This is its state that they gonna be able to leave they churn. So we got work to do. You know what I mean? You don't got to give me nothing, man. You don't got to give me nothing. You don't got to put no money in my hands. But at least support our Black American brothers, our Hebrew brothers that's carrying the word of Christ over to other countries, building, getting establishments. It was unheard of. And it was never meant for it to take place. But it said that in the Bible. Come home, brothers and sisters. You smoking that TT, you smoking them drugs. You ain't got nothing from the government recognizing who you is as a Black American slave, a descendant of a Black American slave. Then press subscribe to this show. You know what I mean? Press subscribe to this show. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no documentation that's saying that, hey, from the government saying, adhering to your presence here in the United States of America as being a descendant of a slave, then come to this show, because brothers and sisters, we ain't got that much time. Okay? Yeah, you see? It says in the Bible that there will be wars and rumors of wars. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot going on in the world right now, and the transference of technology, the transference of power, and it's gonna be that friction that a lot of us could become cannon fodder on a large scale. So press subscribe, brothers and sisters. Press subscribe. And if you don't want to press subscribe to this show, go to the reparations. Go to reparations task force and press subscribe on their channel. Go to the Black Congressional Caucus and press subscribe on somebody that's Black American. Press subscribe, because we ain't getting that many subscriptions because we out here sleep. From New York all the way to the Bay, man. Just like Tupac said, man, we tired of being scapegoats for this capitalistic bullshit that's going on, man. It's been for too motherfucking long. And the brothers and sisters that's up there in Congress, they getting too old, man. They getting too old. So it's time for us, man, to step up to the plate. So that's what we need to do, man. You know what I'm saying? A place where, you know, the word will be preached. The word will be, you know, serviced. You know what I'm saying? To us. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, they the only ones right now, brothers and sisters. That's what I would say. You know what I mean? You know, other than the minister Louis Farrakhan, who's not even a Christian. You see what I'm saying? But from a Black American standpoint, he understands Christianity. You see what I'm saying? And he even knows that Jesus wasn't a white man, man. And when this truth right here, this is the truth that will set us free. When it hit all four corners of this earth, you see what I'm saying? This is the gospel of peace for all of us on all four corners of this earth. You see what I'm saying? Is to understand and know we want freedom. And you say, what's free? Free. Free from discrimination. Free from lending discriminations. Free from lending discriminations. Look that up. Because I'm not smart. I'm not intelligent. I'm out here really living this here. And maybe one day I can show you, brothers and sisters, really, really the real deal of what I'm going through. And then, maybe then you will know I'm no different than you. We need to come together from New York all the way to the Bay. We need to come together. And the time is right now through this show that we can start building. And once this starts, it won't, it won't be no looking back.
Easy steps. With Nextdoor ads, you can grow your business by reaching potential customers on a hyper-local level. Simply put.
You know what I mean? So for all you brothers and sisters that's smoking that crystal meth, that's living under a bridge, it's in your relative's backyard, where I'm pulling up from, living in the back of my brother's and his wife backyard, living in my tent. If you're living in your tent, press this subscribe. If you're living homeless, under a bridge, press that subscribe. If you're a Black American, man, going through these curses, Press subscribe. You ain't got nothing from the government saying that you are a recognition letter from the government as a Black American. Press this. If you ain't got that letter, press subscribe. And if you don't want to press subscribe to this show and to coming in here is of who you are as a Hebrew man or woman, then there it is. Go to the other show and press subscribe on if you want to support us still as black people. If you want to support, if you claiming your blackism, then hey, go to Reparations Task Force or go to the HR40 and press subscribe to today's show. If you don't want to come here to support us. Because eventually everybody that come here that I'm trying to bring in to come here, I'm going to deliver you anyway to the congressional caucus. Because we need your numbers up there where Mitch McConnell know. The next time he get up there, he'll know. And then we'll hear that tune he's singing. I don't know who to give it to. We'll hear him singing that tune much more differently. Saying, yeah, we came with a curriculum, we came with a this, we came with a that, and we understand some things now. And Black Americans, start opening up your businesses, laundromats, restaurants, and we're sorry for stepping on you. And these ain't no handouts. This is what's old. This ain't no handouts. These are old. So all that you saying, oh, that you just hand out, how's it a handout? Where's the handout at? You show me where's the hand. You come to this show. You talking to everybody else is a handout. You talking to he himself. So come. Yeah. I'm the host to this show, man. If you don't want to come to this, okay, go to another show. But I'm saying I can answer that question for you. That's all that I'm saying to you, brother. If you don't believe that your people should be recognized for the work that we did in the United States of America and still treated like shit, come to this show and ask me that question. You understand? And I can help you understand better, brother. Because, and thank you, brother and sister, whoever it was trying to talk to whoever it is that believes that they people don't deserve what that's owed to them. Then, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But all I'm saying for the brothers and sisters that believe that that the government shouldn't recognize them, where our history as being slaves in this country will be in the schools, in the history books and all that. And then we will have, a real legacy to hold on to in this country other than just, how they got us now up under the false narratives and surviving off of subsidies. These are handouts. I'm disabled. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So me being disabled and receiving help from the government, that's a handout because they don't got to help me. You see what I'm saying? I'm disabled and I'm on a broke leg. You see what I'm saying? So that's a handout. The brothers and sisters that has children or us that have children is able to receive Section 8, which I'm going to be going for. But yeah, these are handouts, brothers and sisters. Reparations and food stamps. When we go to the devil's house, the family and human resources center and get a piece of pie, which is those food stamps. You know what I'm saying? Those are handouts. You see what I'm saying? And the government, the system know that's $1,000 in these streets right now is like a dollar itself. After getting done doing everything, the bills and all that, you ain't pretty much got nothing pretty much left over for anything. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's where the recognition comes in as black folk. you know, and what happened to us to put all of us in these subsidy situations where, you know what I'm saying, where Mitch McConnell can easily say what he's saying. And HR, you got to look up John Conyers, okay? John Conyers explains to you, you know, that he pushed it into legislation. The only thing that we have to do is support it. So that's why you got the Black Congressional Caucus follow brothers and sisters like Sheila Jackson Lee and Cory Booker, Tanashi Coates. You know, these brothers and sisters is our angels, the ones that's descending and ascending off of Jacob's ladder up there. That our forefathers, Jacob himself, when he, you know, was not doing too good, and, you know, where, you know, he had to lay his head on the rock. And there he had a dream which revealed a prophecy for us. What would it have been? You know, and this is that letter, HR40. Thank you, brothers and sisters. From four corners of the earth, we shall return back to, you know, our Father. And let's start right here in the United States of America, from New York all the way to the Bay, man. Thank you, man, for joining me, brothers and sisters. And I'm going to continue to try to bring the content to you so you can support this show and support not only the show, but, you know, just support us, man. Support what we doing. You know, we trying to have it all where we all can have it all. You know, not just one nationality, not just two nationalities, not all just the nationalities, and not just, you know, us not being able to do what we need